and welcome to another Tea Tuesday. Currently at just finished work and I'm going to Suwon because I'm going to Busan. Why is Tea Tuesday here and not in my bedroom? This is why. Tea Tuesday is about dogs on public transit. Well, animals on public transit, specifically like dogs and cats. One of my subscribers had asked me on Instagram actually to do how difficult or easy it is to take your animal on public transit. Oh, I look like I'm naked. I'm not, I swear. I have a shirt on. Anyway, so yeah, one of my subscribers asked me to do a thing about public transit and animals here in Korea. And I thought, why not? I just went on a trip to Busan and I took public transit. I did not drive. And so I thought I'd talk about, my experiences. I've been here 5 years. I've had a dog the entire time I've been here. And yeah, let's get into it. What's it like taking a dog on public transit? Now, it's super simple. Like, the answer to this is like super simple, and people are going to be like, well, is it really that easy? Yes. Yes, it is. As long as your animal is in a crate or some sort of a carrying apparatus, and they're not free walking, you can take your animal on public transit here. You can take your animal on the subway system, which is what I was doing at that point. I was going to Suwon. I have dog hair in my mouth. You can take your dog on the subway, no issues. You can take your dog on the buses, no issues as well. I have taken my dog on the buses before and I've never had an issue with it. I did once have an issue, and it was when I first moved here after the quarantine nightmare that happened with Trixie. The bus driver going from Incheon Airport to Yeoju told me, no, you can't bring your dog on here. Put the dog under the thing. You can't bring your dog on the bus. And I'm like, she's in a crate. Why can't she go on the bus? But whatever. That's the only time I've ever had an issue with public transit. And I didn't know the rules at that time. I think the bus driver was just being a tool. Like, he was being And so, yeah, that's the only time I've ever had issues taking Trixie on public transit. I often use the subway just because I live so close to the subway, and like, it's not, that's the easiest way to get to places. So when I went to the YouTube event the other week, I took Trixie with me, and we stayed in Seoul, so in Gongdeok area. And I took the subway that time too, and I got a seat. Trixie's just sitting on my lap in her little carrier thing and freaking out, and nobody did anything. People sat next to me, no issues. I did have people like commenting like, oh, there's a dog. But people, I mean, you're not used to seeing animals on the subway, but you can take them there as long as they're in a crate of some kind. Same with the trains here as well. So like KTX or ITX or the slow train, you can take your animal on there as long as they're in a crate. Again, as long as they're in a crate, it's fine. I took the ITX to Busan, and because KTX was sold out, and I've taken the slow train to Daejeon with Trixie and Cheonan with Trixie, and I've taken the KTX with Trixie. Like, I've taken so many different forms of public transit with Trixie because when I travel, I often take her with me because you can't leave a dog by themselves over the weekend. So you have to take them with you. The one big issue with traveling with pets, I guess, in Korea is accommodations. There are far fewer accommodations that allow dogs. I had a real big problem in Yosu when I went. A lot of places were like, no dogs. And I'm like, shit. So I ended up camping the entire time I was in Yosu, which was fine. I love camping. It was great. But yeah, so that you have to be careful of. So now kind of learn from my mistakes, and I make sure to tell like an Airbnb or the hotel that I'm bringing a dog, and I like check to make sure that dog, like it's a pet friendly hotel and stuff. Other than that, like there's far fewer places that allow animals to like sleep in. Yeah, I mean, it's not difficult. Taxis though, this is the one exception. This is the one exception to this rule. Taxis. Taxis, I feel like, are just an exception to all of the rules here in Korea. Anyway, yeah, so I've had issues with taxis. Either they won't stop because I have the animal, or I get a Kakao taxi and they tell me, no, you can't get in with the animal, which is fine. It's their car. But at the same time, like there should be an option. There are pet taxis, but Anyang doesn't have them, at least not to my knowledge. I know Seoul has pet taxis where you can like, it's a pet friendly vehicle. You don't have to have your animal in a bag. Seoul is amazing apparently for animals. The pet taxis are great, a little bit higher charge, but you're more comfortable in them with your dog. Again, taxis are hit or miss for me. I try not to take them, honestly speaking, when I'm with the animals. I've taken them with Rovan before, and because he ate ibuprofen, and I'm like, I gotta get to the vet now. And so I took a taxi then, and that was fine. But generally taxis are a bit about animals in their car. So there is that. But public transit is fabulous for animals. Fabulous for animals. No real issues with public transit and animals. Again, you have to have them in a container, a crate, or like one of those like carrying bags like I have with Trixie. But yeah, it's not difficult. So yeah, if you have any questions for another Tea Tuesday, I am more than willing to answer them. You put them in the comments section down below or on my Instagram or something like that. Until next time, love you guys. Bye.